Hello again, my dear friends. Welcome to Canadian Immigration Channel. We were discussing with you, I promised you in the comment section to speak about Alberta Provincial Nominee Program in more details and shed a light on what were the selections of Alberta, whom Alberta was selecting before. Because at the end of the day, it's sort of a proprietary information, if you will, right? It's closed, nobody knows. You receive an invitation to apply, and you do not basically know like whether your NOC was in the mass selection, you were the only lucky one, and so on, right? We were gathering statistics of our clients, and I would say Alberta is absolutely amazing in terms of inviting applicants. We were getting ideas from other applicants who were coming to us for the consultation. So all in all, this statistic represents the last 6 months, if you will, of Alberta's invitations through express entry, and all of these people were invited with the scores below 400. So if you're looking to increase your chances to immigrate through Alberta Provincial Nominee Program, if your score is above 300 points, you may stand a chance if your NOC is the one out of the list. Now again, I'm not saying that this list is exhaustive. I'm not saying this list is those people who would be selected in the future, but it represents the sort of a trend overall for the last 6 months when it comes down to Alberta's invitation. And I will be reading this list because it's quite a number of NOC codes, and I will be giving a few of my comments with respect to it. Now, the first one would be petroleum engineers, that's 4212, and Alberta, petrol, so it's quite straightforward. So petroleum engineers were invited by Alberta and were taken out of the pool in express entry. I doubt that there are many of those petroleum engineers on the web, on our YouTube channel, so we're moving on. And the next one is quite interesting. That's 1311, that's accounting technician. So I want to stop here for 1 second. If you are an accountant and you're looking to be invited, one of the options is to look and to downgrade yourself, if you will, and represent yourself as a bookkeeper, because it would give you more chances to be invited by Alberta. And by the way, if you look at the recent selections of New Brunswick and what happened in New Brunswick informational sessions, bookkeepers were there as well. So if you're looking to participate, if you're a bookkeeper or you're an accountant and you perform the same duties as a bookkeeper, by the way, you could always say that this is my NOC, that's 1311, and I'm looking to immigrate through this NOC, so to increase your chance for provincial nomination. Now, I was actually wrong a bit here with the first NOC code. 4212 is social workers. Petroleum engineers, that's 2145. I'm sorry, again, I don't remember the whole list of NOC occupations by heart by now, but anyways, just trying to give you an idea of what to look at. The next one would be 2147, that's computer engineers. And more interesting would be 2171 and 72. So 72 is database administrators, and 2171 is IT. That's pretty much the NOC for IT analysts, system architects. So my take here is very simple. If you're, for example, a salesperson in IT, the person who is stepping into the doors of the customer, who analyzes the customer's IT infrastructure and says, you know what, in order for you to improve it and make sure that it works better, you would need this and this and this. You probably, in terms of your duties, could represent yourself as 2171 without, of course, lying to immigration authorities, and may stand a chance to be selected by Alberta. For those individual consultations, if you would like to discuss your case in private, feel free to drop us a line, and I would continue on the list further. 2253, drafting technologists and technicians. Interesting NOC. Why? Because, say, if you're an architect, right, if you're a civil architect, you need to be licensed in Canada in order to practice. You need to be licensed in order to immigrate from most of the provincial programs which are taking your occupation. But you could always say that, hey, I'm the drafting technologist and technician, because at the end of the day, I'm performing these duties on the daily basis. And this way, you will stand a chance to be invited by Alberta. Next NOC, 3212, medical lab technicians. 3233, licensed practical nurses. So this or that way, that's a good opportunity for you to immigrate if you're either a nurse or you're a medical lab technician. Right? Have a look at your job duties. Maybe you would need to reconfigure your express entry profile to demonstrate that, primary NOC is one out of this list in demand. And last but not least, that would be 7301. That's contractors, supervisors, and mechanical trades. That's a whole range of contractors and supervisors in construction. So that would give you quite the number, if you will, of opportunities to immigrate if you're in trades. And if you're looking to understand what to do further to improve your chances, how to play around with your express entry to boost your chances for Alberta, feel free to send us an email. We'll be able to set up an individual consultation, tete-a-tete, discuss it, and hopefully it will work out for you. Stay tuned with us, and of course subscribe for the channel.